Hello everyone, this is Winnie Smith on WHS News, and boy do we got a story for you. Today on Channel 7 we have an exclusive interview with Miss Aileen Wuornos. If you don't know, Wuornos was a gruesome serial killer who murdered not one, not two, but 7 people. We now go to Maddie Resnick in the Florida State Jail with the ruthless and psychotic and vicious killer Aileen Wuornos. Maddie?
We're here live, Florida State Jail. I'm Maddie Resnick. This is WHS News, Channel 7. We're here live today with Aileen Wuornos, who's being accused of the murder of 5 people.
It was 7.
It
was 7 people. Get your facts right.
Aileen was definitely honest about her situation. So open that she told us a little bit about herself. Well, when she was just a very young girl, her father killed himself while in jail for child molestation. So she was left with her mother, too overwhelmed to take care of her and her siblings. So they sent her off to their grandparents. Well, her grandma wasn't much better. Her grandma was an alcoholic.
She was a snickerdoodle.
And her grandfather, mostly the primary reason for her abnormalities. Well, he sexually and physically abused her.
He raped me.
So as she grew up, she went 14, became pregnant, and had to give her child up, but dropped out of school. Dropped out of high school at age 14.
I don't want to be in school with a baby. I mean, what do you expect?
Although this baby was given up, she then became a vagabond and traveled from place to place, wandering around Florida. She then needed money and turned to prostitution. In one of her cases, one of her clients abused her. What do you have to say about that, Aileen?
Well, he picked me up on the Florida State Highway and he took me to this secluded forest, and after that he knocked me out, and then I woke up to realize that I was tied up. Like my back was facing upwards in the car, and he poured acid, burning hot acid on my back, and at that time I kind of got loose, so I reached under the seat, got a gun that he had suspiciously hiding there, so I got it, and I shot the guy, and I shot him several times because I had to make sure he was dead. So what I did is I dragged him all the way out, far away from the car, and I stole the car, and I went to go see my girlfriend, and she was like, "Why do you have all this money?" I'm like, "Well, I killed the guy." She's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah."
Well, as we can see, Ms. Wuornos was very scarred from this situation, but she still needed money. And the money that she got from these clients was just so intriguing that she continued, where every single one of her clients she then proceeded to kill. Do you have any method that you used consistently?
Well, I always used a gun because I didn't really want to be all up and personal like them. I just wanted to get it over with. But after I did know they were dead, I like to shoot them a couple more times just to make sure they're gone. Gotta be careful, you know?
Well,
stay safe, kids.
See, Ms. Wuornos did kill all of her clients off of the Florida State Highway. The authorities said that they could have used geographical profiling for many of Mrs. Wuornos'
They wouldn't have
cases.
caught me.
But
I did it randomly anyway. Whoever picked me up, I'm like, damn, I got this guy.
like Aileen said, she was both a mixture of disorganized and an organized killer.
I don't got no labels, man. I don't need to be organized. I don't need to be disorganized. I'm both. I'm a combo, man.
Yes. Ms. Wuornos had a very, very interesting life. Many
Yeah.
abnormalities. And also, she had an interesting, intimate relationship with her brother.
I was just practicing. Nothing wrong with that.
When she was young also, there were no signs of the triad of symptoms that could have predicted that she would have grown up to be a serial killer.
Why would I set fires? I don't need to do that. Animal cruelties, animals ain't do nothing to me. Only those nasty men. Men are killers, man. They would have raped all those people. If I didn't get rid of those men on the highway, they would have killed someone else. I bet you that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm a lesbian. What's up, babe?
Yes. Well, please tell us about the day that you got caught.
The day I got caught? Well, at that time, my lesbian lover was not with me. She went to Pennsylvania because the cops, they were already being suspicious. They had a sketch of me and my babe all over the internet and on the TV. So she was like, I gotta get out of here. So I'm like, all right, you go up to Pennsylvania with your family. So Then I was left alone here, still hooking on the state highway. So then I go across this bar, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get drunk. So I got drunk, but then all these guys are hitting on me. They wanted to be one of my clients, so I'm like, all right, I guess I need more money. So they pull me out, and they're like, oh, let's go to my car. But as soon as I know it, I'm on the ground, all these men are on top of me, telling me my rights, and I was just furiated. I was furiated. They did not have the rights to get me. They had no proof. I'm just upset. Look at where I am right now.
There you have it. Here, live at Florida State Jail. Ms. Wuornos, thank you, and see you next week. Bye.
Man, what the heck? Yeah, I'm freaking handsome. Freaking go. Hey, are you feeling me? I don't need this. I didn't agree to this.
She has escaped.
Out of here. Wrong door.
She has escaped. Aileen Wuornos has escaped. Repeat, we have the serial killer prostitute on the loose. I'm gonna go get her.
Thank you, Maddie, for that wonderful interview. Miss Wuornos was later caught and spent another 12 years in prison. Soon after, she was executed by lethal injection. Thank you, Westlake. This concludes this week's episode. See you next time.